Hello everyone and welcome to the War Leader PvP video. Today I've got more 1 vs 1s to show you. So anyway, not keep you waiting any longer at this point. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Alright, first off, dismount Asria right here. So this is a great start for me for the fight, because I knocked her right off the horse, didn't expect it. Totally got the jump here, not a challenge 1 vs 1 right thing. It is another Guardian fight, as I'm sure you're well aware by now. But, you know, getting the jump on a Guardian, that usually goes pretty well for me actually, all things considered. Also notice Asria does not hit nearly as hard as the Guardians that have been in the last 2 videos, which would be Iridian and Skywalker. I'm also way outmaneuvering her right now as far as movement and mobile meleeing. Got to shadow her for a little bit, and if she keeps doing this, I'm going to get to shadow her again for a little bit here. Unfortunately, I can't quite get past that 5% run speed. There's Jetsu in the background. And actually, if you watched the last video I put up, you see Asria's body in the background in one of my Jetsu fights. So yes, this was taken out of there and moved to this video, mostly because I just had so much stuff in the other one, and I wanted to keep the Jetsu stuff and everything self-contained, so I took out this fight since it was a different player, and didn't quite fit with what happened on the rest. As you can see, I've managed to maintain Brawler stance this entire time, still in Commander stance, still R command, and continuing to just pump out the damage, stay on target, just do a lot of hitting, moving around, not letting them take a lot of swings at me, coming through, taking my attacks, and popping them off, getting behind her. Here I am mirroring once again. I'm not sure how she got that one attack off, but you know, the targeting system is pretty finicky in Electro. She's forced to use AoEs right now, trying to actually attack me because I'm just getting behind her so much. And her health pool is rapidly dwindling, and her power pool is not good either, so she can't even pop any big cooldowns right now to try to prolong the fight, save herself or anything. And so it should be over very shortly. There we go. Alright, now Radarastiel. I'm getting a rematch with him, now that I'm rank 9. So away we go. Went ahead and resisted, I dropped my Banner of Terror straight off, wanted to take out as much of his power pool as I possibly could with it, because it does sap away from the will, I believe. Firing off quite a few abilities. I did not use my brand right there, probably should have, but oh well. Notice that I also do have defensive aura up, and I am in Brawler stance right now. I'm planning to end up going into the Commander stance fairly shortly here, but apparently I'm still in Brawlers or something. I don't know what exactly I'm doing at this particular point. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Switch over to Commander stance, and I'm going to be trying to heal up. I did not really put nearly enough damage on Radar to stay in Brawlers there. He still has 5,000. I've got even less than that. Not a good position when you're trying to do a DPS race against a Runekeeper. Notice he does only have 1,000 power left, but I've only got 200 health, and he manages to kill me there. But I come back to round 2, realized my mistake. I realized, okay, going into Commander stance like that, it just does not work anymore. You cannot go Commander stance against a good Runekeeper because they will blow you up. You just sacrifice way too much. So I'll go ahead. I did not do a customary bounce up and down, at least not on camera. I do have my command pose buffing me, but go ahead and play it closer in case we start making this fight a little bit more mobile. And I once again put down Banner of Terror, and this time I used my brand, which is going to be a big difference. I think I just used Power of Fear with a Brawler stance, quit whining and fight. That was a mistake, but oh well, that's what happens. Notice I'm not getting stunned or anything because of that brand use, and it's not slowing me down, so I'm able to stay right on top of him, keep pumping a lot of damage in, and it also does not allow him to interrupt my healing at all right now, since everything I'm using is the instant cast stuff, or I'm using Power of Fear to fire stuff off instantaneously, and he can't get any stuns or anything to slow me down. So I put down a lot of damage on him right now. He is starting to heal some of it back up, but this is going incredibly well for me. Right now I realize I should be an RF command because I'm doing a lot of damage with melee attacks right now. and I need to really capitalize on that to actually make sure that I can finish him off. Otherwise, he could potentially out-heal my damage if he starts to get in line of sight and other things like that. Brand is worn off, so I just took my first stun of the engagement. Go ahead, and I did do a Power of Fear and then Menacing Roar because I wanted to get extra damage out of the other two. I did get lucky with critting Black Speech right after that, so he's very close to being dead. Now I'm just going to stay back here and I'm going to heal up while I wait for my shouts to come off cooldown. Poke my nose back around here and I'm going to fire off both shouts. He's still barely alive. Finish him with Fracture, and there we go. Killed Radar. So anyway, after that fight with Radar, he swapped over to his Warg. And this is just part of the conversation we had. This was after the War Leader Roundtable, so if you've heard that and listened to the blooper reel and stuff, that's why he's mentioning Burglar Target and stuff, and why I'm correcting the spelling of his name. But right there, I mean, you can see, that's his, he says it's the first time he's ever lost 1v1 when he's fully buffed up and it scrolls a bunch of Destiny Point perks. It works. If you looked at his bar, he was very fully loaded, and so was I, to try to counter him as much as I could. And I killed him. You know, I feel very good about that. He also did say that not only that, but I'm the first war leader ever who's managed to come at him head on like that and actually kill him. Every single other war leader he's ever fought that's killed him has always done so with the help of NPCs or because he was already weakened from something else. Now then, one thing about that second fight that I did change, that besides using the brand, is I did change my trait setup a little bit. I swapped out health for damage 2 and replaced it with a tactical mitigation trait. That gave me a whole lot more damage, meaning a whole lot more healing plus hitting power, and gave me extra mitigation against him, which was a big factor in that fight. Now after this, I went ahead and I actually changed my traits up entirely, so I've been kind of stalling a little bit here, just to give time for myself to be able to put all the text regarding my traits inside of this video, because someone did ask me about my traits, and they have changed. They changed after this fight, actually, and this fight actually took place before everything that was in the last two videos. That section from the Iranian fights where I was standing around and using Commander Stance heals to get quitters off cooldown, that was right after I killed Radar that I recorded that. So that's when it appeared chronologically, but I decided I'd move it all the way back here to the end because I liked it thematically better, and because Radar deserves a spot all by himself. Anyway, I do have to say I really like this particular picture. This is one of my favorites from the photo session I had with myself in Gramsfoot, where you've seen tons of these pictures if you've been watching all my videos, but this is my favorite out of the entire lot of the Gramsfoot ones, and I just like the way that Ugmog ended up perfectly centered, and his profile and stance, the way he's glaring at the camera and everything, it just looks really good. Honestly does. War leaders are pretty photogenic, even though we don't have a whole lot of emotes and stuff. If you do know what you're doing, have some good sense of timing, and a decent eye, know a little bit about how to take a decent photograph, you can transfer that into taking screenshots, and you can get some pretty cool stuff, which I kind of showcase in my still shots for everyone to see on the front and tail end of my videos. And I've got one more video to upload after this. It's St. Patrick's Day, and then I'm all caught up. So that is all for this time. Good luck and have fun out there. Ugmog is out.